Hi friends, it's Amy at Doki Doki Forest, and today I am going to be sharing with you my page I created for the Janet Nash prompts from May 22nd. So I'm going to grab some modeling paste and I'm going to make some trees. Why am I making trees? Well, it was one of the prompts. So every Monday, Janet Nash has a live stream and she'll share with you what creative things she's been up to. And she will also pull 5 or 6 journaling prompts, which you can feel free to take and run with and have a great time and interpret them however you would like. And I really look forward to it. So, the prompts for May 22nd were trees, do what makes your heart happy, wishing flower or dandelion, lace or ribbon, duck, and splatter paint. So I thought I would try to build up some trees, and I was really excited to just play with the modeling paste and get some texture in there. Then, once that dried, of course, I added some watercolor paint on top. And this was because I was thinking of doing a very light wash on the trees originally. I wind up making them a little bit darker, but I could have used acrylic or something else to paint them with, but the reason why I went with watercolor was because I wasn't sure what effect I was looking for, how dark I wanted the paint to be, how opaque I wanted the paint to be. So this is just me playing. And that's a great thing to do with the prompts too. They can get you to just kind of play with things in a new way or try things you might not have tried, whether it's the prompts themselves or the materials you're using. You just go for it. It's just a fun time to explore and create and see what happens. So as you can see, I had that light layer of the watercolor blue, and I'm going back in and just deepening it because it was just a little bit too light for me. And then I thought, this is supposed to be a spring or summer theme, so let's get some leaves in there, or at least just sort of like the hint of leaves. I didn't want these to look like they were autumn trees right now. And just giving some green to the grass. We're gonna water this grass. It was looking a little dry there, so there we go. And then I'm just trying to get that bark texture. I wanted to try to get in those grooves. The modeling paste is so fun because you can put it on the page and then you can just take pretty much whatever you have on your desk, whether it's like a paint spatula or just like the end of a paintbrush, like not the brush end, but the other end. And, maybe you have a plastic knife or maybe a plastic fork, pretty much anything, and just kind of scrape it through and have fun. So this is what I'm using for the lace or ribbon prompt. I have this tape. I think it's more of a duct tape than a washi tape. It's really, I think it was sold as like a duct tape, like packing tape. But I thought it looked kind of like almost like a little fence in the background or something, a little garden fence. And then duck, we got to have a duck. So here's my duck. My duck is super happy and just having a great day. And they are just singing. And I use the term loosely because this little duck is doing what makes their heart happy. And what makes their heart happy is to sing. And even though it may just sound like quacking to everyone else, this duck is just having the time of their life, just singing and not caring what the other birds think. So I wanted to draw some other birds that were like annoyed or just like, what? The eyes are just looking down like, what is this bird? Or, what does this duck think he's doing? And this bird's covering up his ears. He can't even bear to listen. And then we have to have a wishing flower in there or dandelion. So I was thinking I could make the dandelion be like a microphone. So the duck is making a wish on the dandelion, wishing that he or she would become, a world famous singer. And in their mind and heart, I think they already are this great singer. They just haven't been discovered yet. So they're making a wish on that dandelion that they're going to make it big. And these birds are like, what? I don't think so. And that happens. Sometimes you do something and no one else might get it. It's something that speaks to you. You like it. It's the true, authentic thing that you like to do. Maybe you draw a certain way that people told you not to draw. You sing a certain way people told you not to sing. You paint a certain way, whatever. You dress a certain way. Your hair is a certain way, whatever it is, And people don't get it. And you know what? Maybe they don't have to get it. Maybe you just do the thing that speaks to your heart, as long as it's, not harming anybody. You're just having a good time and being the true you. And that, Trudy, is my little Quentin Blake bird. I didn't mean for it to be, but that little brown one especially, I thought that looks like a Quentin Blake illustration. Now, that was the illustrator for a lot of the Roald Dahl books. And I love those illustrations. They're just really wacky with like really cartoony, exaggerated features. So when I was drawing these birds, that little brown one up there, I just felt like that one really kind of came out in that sort of style. This bird can't even deal. He's just covering his ears, and this one too. They're just covering their ears. They're not even trying to pretend. I mean, honestly, they could just fly away. They don't have to sit right there. If they really don't like the singing, they could just peacefully leave. Don't make it obvious. Don't let the duck know everyone's flying away. Just, subtly take off and go somewhere else, or maybe just join in with the duck, just sing, and who cares how anyone else sounds? Just do your thing. So he's got his little microphone in wing now, glued everything down. And even though this duck is doing what makes their heart happy, I really wanted to emphasize that. So I wanted to draw some hearts, but I thought if I just drew them directly on the page, they wouldn't really stand out too much. They would blend in with the background too much. So that's why I decided to draw them on the book page, and then I thought you might see them. And then we're going to splatter paint too. And I went with white because it's the dandelion, all the little dandelion seeds, all the wishes going out into the world. At least I think that's what it is, because otherwise it might be something from the birds, and, I don't want to go there. So yes, these are the wishes going out. These are the dandelion wishes. And then we have the hearts there now, and I'm just sort of using a colored pencil to try to darken the trunk just so it stands out a little bit more from that background. And I think we've got everything on there now. Just adding a few more hearts. Little touches here and there. You think a page is done and then you're like, well, maybe just a little this, maybe just a little that. Just keep working at it. Add what you want to add. And then I'm just writing the prompts down so that way I'll remember. And here we go. Here is our page. Our happy little duck doing what makes their heart happy, making a wish on the flower, having a great day, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.